offline and online selves. While the learning curve today is steep, virtual worlds like Second Life hold the promise for a new era in human interaction and communication.
So we have a conference room set up outdoors in Second Life, and what you're seeing on the screen there is what's going on in Second Life. Now, Second Life is one of the most popular virtual worlds. There are many.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
The social context in which relationships occur, you can build rapport through the activities and collaborative activities that you can engage in. The next thing is that information processing capabilities in terms of the visual, auditory and kinesthetic representational systems are all alive and kicking here. You can even hug people in Second Life and you can feel it. And so the kinesthetic becomes more honed and a stronger muscle. The third one is relationship, in terms of relationship to self and to others, in that you can express yourself in ways that perhaps you can't do in real life. So you can be a fairy, you can be a dragonfly, you can be anything you like, and you can express all those parts that we lovingly talk about when we talk about parts negotiation. And also your relationship to others and how you express and how you behave. These are all aspects of your expression in terms of interaction with others. And so Second Life provides a unique context for communication and change using the language and visual ideas in order to allow your clients to gain a real experience of change. And so without further ado, I would like to ask for a volunteer to come and help me demonstrate the power of Second Life for change. So we're looking for somebody who wants something and wants that feeling to be enhanced.
I think we
Somebody
got a
who...
volunteer.
Oh, you do. Excellent.
Yes?
Onto that screen. And then what I'm going to do is move it down the yellow brick road to a point that represents a place in the future. And so just keep your eye on it and just tell me when to stop. If you had this new belief, what color would it be? Step into that new belief. Okay, now as soon as you're inside that new belief, know how it feels. See what you see, hear what you hear, feel what you feel in that new belief. Notice how good it feels. That's right, closing your eyes. Get that feeling spinning all around in your body. And get it really strong to the head, all the way down to the tips of your toes and the tips of your fingers. That's right. Really feel it. You can overcome the wicked witch. What capability would that be? And there's the wicked witch flying around.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
And now when you have this new capability, I want you to move forward into that capability. Step inside and feel the strength or whatever it is, and move forward into that capability when you're ready. Great. And now feel those feelings again, that new capability. And here she comes again, the wicked witch. But this time, you know you can beat her. Nothing is going to stand in your way. It feels so good and so powerful. Excellent. Now take that new feeling with you, mix it in with the belief and the new capability. And as we walk further down the yellow brick road, you're going to have that fighting spirit, like the lion who has the courage now to do anything he wishes. You say. So you take that fighting spirit and now you're going to put it into a new identity that we said before. And if that identity had a color, what would it be? With this new belief, this new capability, see yourself in that new identity. You would see what you see, hear what you hear. Feel those feelings. And then as you step the end of that day, just have a look back and see how easy it was to achieve anything you want, knowing that you have now reached your own. She looks pretty happy to me.
Nina, I want to give a nice warm round of applause for Nina. Thank you very much.
Is change really possible in Second Life? And I think if you, as you've just seen, that the answer is a resounding yes. And I'd like to just tell you why that works. It's because we've used the creative environment to leverage the mental processes involved in transformational shifts, using the 3D tools to help people gain a real experience of generating new behaviors, personal history, and also the spiritual aspects of healing and letting go. One of my clients that have worked with me is here today now to introduce you to the man behind the curtain, Brunner Sopwith.
NLP has had a very positive impact on my life. I was drawn to NLP because the philosophy behind it resonates very strongly with my own. Use what works, tools and techniques. Teach a person to fish, not fish for them, as the saying goes. Thanks to Nina Lancaster, one-on-one sessions as well as workshops, I've made significant leaps in my own personal development. Our first one-on-one session, the entire cast of The Wizard of Oz was present, and at the end of it, my unconscious mind shared that responsibility was at the root of it all, that the power for change and direction in my life was with me all along, just as it was with Dorothy. I did make the connection that I was the man behind the curtain, the wizard. Other cast members were either aspects of others or of myself. Dorothy was also me. At the end of our session, I was left with a vision of sitting in my living room with an empty plate and no one else to take it to the kitchen. All the others had walked off out of my vision, and I was left to be responsible for cleaning up after myself. This process and session shifted my perspective for me, so that I now understood that I am empowered and in control and responsible for my choices, etc. For much of my life, I have been hampered by putting the power of choice in the hands of others at my own expense. For example, worrying about what others think, putting too much emphasis on another's opinion about a decision, or being locked up like in stasis, deciding not to decide due to fear. With the work I've done and am doing with NLP, I've shifted so much that I see the results daily in my life. I also have cultivated a habit of utilizing the tools and techniques in my day-to-day life. It is because of how easily accessible Second Life and NLP dovetail together that this has had such a powerfully positive impact and continues to do so.